Sorry for my tardiness. I'm not feeling the greatest. But enough about me. Here we are. Final round. 6 weeks, 6 rounds. We're here to the end already of the DTM92 championship. After these 2 races this evening, we'll have 12 races total. And after tonight, I don't know if it'll happen tonight, but eventually the official results will be posted, and the individual podium winners and the team podium winners will be known. I believe at the moment, do I have that open? I don't. I at one point had the standings open to kind of give you an idea. Let me see if I can find this real fast. As always, welcome. Monday night. NARR Championship night. In both ways. As I said, last round, championship night. It's all for the marbles here. All out, Road America. 2 25-minute races. For guts, for glory, for the whole shebang. Bear with me for a moment while I look up these current standings. after getting through the race app, all these various pages and logging in. Here we go. Listen up. Coming into week number 6. 6 of 6. 10 races have gone already. 2 more to go for 12 total. The top 5. I'll give you the top 5 of individuals. Currently, your P1, your top spot in the series, in the championship, Patrick Carnahan, with 661 points. Position number 2 at the moment, Matt Bergen. He's in the Audi. I should say Patrick Carnahan's in the Ford Mustang. P2, Matt Bergen. He's in the Audi, the DTM. Obviously, these are DTM cars. 656, 5 points. A whole measly 5 points separate P1 and P2 overall in the championship. P3, Luke Longnecker, also in the Audi with Mr. Bergen. Currently sitting at 634. Position number 4, Rudolph Stein. He's out there in the Opel. He's out there in the swarm of bees in the black and yellow Opels. He's currently sitting at 480. So quite the gap there, as you saw, from 634 down to 480. And then in 5th, Theo Lupu. He's also in a Ford Mustang, and he is currently sitting at 474. So the top 3 spots, anything can happen, really. Wait, before I close that. Let me give you, before I get into individuals here, let me give you the team standings. I'll just give you all 5 because there's only 5 teams. Currently in position 1, you've got the Audi team. That has Evan Gramke, Luke Longnecker, Matt Bergen, Ed Scott, Mike Loban, Fast Medici, and C. Blake. They currently have 2,666 points. Position 1 overall for the manufacturers. Position 2 is the Ford Mustangs. Within that team, you've got Theo Lupu, Patrick Carnahan, Keshan Hall, Shea Samuels, Flavio Barros, Richard Blatcher, my apologies, and the Case Meister. They currently have 2,478 points, position number 2. Up to position 3, the Mercedes. That team consists of Theodore Insbury, Ian McClure, Mark Shane, Steve Busby, Amir Perez, Chase Small, and Jeff Lacey. They're sitting at 1,840 points. Position 4 is the Opel Omega team. That team consists of Scott Galbraith, Dom Bessel, Emery Anderson, Andy Morehouse, Matty Vargas, Matty Taco, Rudolph Stein, Sean McInnes, and Loyal Looper. Shoot, I forget who that is. My apologies to whoever Loyal Looper might be. They're in position 4 in 1,630 points. And then finally, position number 5 is the BMW team. A lot of Tic Tacs out there. That team consists of, that kind of was a revolving door at times of people kind of switching in and out. Derek McCord, Amato Pereira, Flex Grip, and that is Raymond Aguilar, Mark Sutton, Von Gingrich, M. Sketty. At times you had Jackson Sengelang, and then other times you had myself. That team is currently in P5 with 919 points. I would have to, they will definitely get over 1,000 points after these 2 races tonight. So there's your individual top 5. There are your manufacturer top 5. And as I was going to say before I got into the manufacturers, anything can really happen for P1 through 3. I mean, they're so close. From 634 in P3 to 661 in P1. I believe. For position 1, you get 72 points. From those 3 there, depending on how the race 1 results come through and the race 2 results, there could be a shakeup there between P1 through 3 from those individuals. And then you've also got some close battles, 4, 5, 6, all the way down, basically through the field. It's a very stacked field, and with the scoring, it keeps everything pretty close, along with the ballast, with the power restrictions to the Audi and the Mustang. So it's been a very competitive series. It's been a very fun series to watch, to be a part of at times. And, hopefully, personally, I hope to never see these cars ever again. That's just my opinion, and that one does not matter. But a lot of folks love these cars. A lot of folks hate these cars. And opinions are all over the place. But, here we are, like I said, week 6 of 6. Races 11 and 12. It's coming to an end. And some folks are happy and some folks are sad. But that's the way it goes. But here we are. If you haven't seen already, we're at Road America. A very big circuit. Sorry, my brain is fried. It feels like an egg. Let's look up. You would think, as I said before, I would have all this information here in front of me instead of typing it out as I go. Road America. It's 14 turns. It's 14 turns, just a fraction over 4 miles long, 6.5 kilometers in length. So it's a very long circuit. Here for qualifying, you see Ian McClure. My goodness, Ian McClure, very nice from him. In the Mercedes with a 216.8. From there, P2, you had Dom Bezel with just a fraction over 217. Ed Scott, 217.2. Patrick Carnahan, your overall P1 with a 217. Matt Bergen, your P2. And overall, P5 here in qualifying. And it's with a 217.5. So, some names that you normally don't see, they're kind of in the starting spots, are there this evening. So that's wonderful. That's, as I just said, this series has provided a lot of competition. Just with the added ballast and even the success ballast from week to week. So I think Patrick Carnahan and Matt Bergen are both under extra 100 kilograms of ballast. So it's maybe this is the week that we finally see it at all affect them, where it hasn't really affected those two up until this point. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be fun. I hope you stick around. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. I hope you've enjoyed the series for 6 weeks strong now. I probably will not commentate this entire time. I feel like I'm going to lose my voice at any moment. But I wanted to give, the normal intro that I normally do, or speak to you all who might be here at the moment or who might be watching later on. You deserve that. So, as always, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. The views, the likes, the comments, the subscribes, those are all very much appreciated, not just from myself, but from the community altogether. We're not making any money off this. We're not making any revenue. We're just really doing this for the fun of it. We're doing this for the love of the hobby, for the love of the sim racing community, for the NARR community. We're showcasing our members of the community first and foremost, and we like doing that for whoever wants to stop by and watch, either live at the moment on YouTube or later on YouTube. So do not. What am I trying to say? If you want to give a like not for me and for me talking here. For these folks actually out there on track, taking the time, either practicing before this evening, or if they haven't, out there going through practice, qualifying in these races, taking the time to actually do it. So give a like, give a comment, give a subscribe for all these folks, for these races. If you want to give a like, a subscribe, or a comment from me, please feel free to do so. I certainly won't deny it. I won't delete one. I'll leave everything stand. If you have a bad comment about me, throw it up there. If you have a good comment about me, throw it up there. If you want to dislike, go ahead and dislike. I don't encourage that, but you know, do this for how you want. Do this for the community, because that's the reason we're here, for all these folks in this race, and even for the folks who aren't in this race. The NARR community is a great place to be. It's a great place to race. It's full of fantastic people and fantastic sim racers, sim drivers, real drivers. It's a fantastic place to be if you're looking for sim racing across the variety of sims in North America or in the Americas time zones. Canada, United States, Mexico, South America. You know, we welcome and we encourage everyone to join. So that way, if you love this hobby, if it's even more than a hobby for you, if it's a profession or whatnot, you have the most opportunity to race with other people, you know, in your time zone. So discord.gg/NARR will get you to the server. Join up. Tell us where you came from. Tell us what you like or don't like. Hang out, have fun, and get out there and race. That's what this is all about. So, Terry Sanders, no, I am not racing tonight. I'm not feeling the greatest, so I'm here for the moment. I'll probably be in and out. If you kind of cannot tell, I think I'm losing my voice as I go here. So. So yeah, I'm hanging out just like everyone else here on YouTube, watching it all unfold. It's going to be fun. You've got 4 miles worth of Road America, over 2 races of 25 minutes to sort everything out. If you've been watching all along, you'll know that race number 2, the grid is set from the results of race number 1. So qualifying really goes out the door once race 1 starts, and the end of race 1 dictates race number 2. So you want to try to do as best as you can on race number 1. That way you can ensure and you can reward yourself for being as high up on race 2 as you can be. And as I talked through all that, that was the 5-minute warm-up that the NARR community normally does. We're kind of a variety of things happen before it's race time. So we now have 1 minute for these racers to set everything that they need to: fuel, tires, many last-minute changes to the setup. There might be Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage maybe running up and down the pit lane as we speak. Maybe offering up some last-minute barbecue and maybe even some last-minute foot massages. Who the heck knows? I'm really surprised they let them in. They're a fantastic company, but they can get a little crazy at times down in the pit. I'm sure they're going to have a big bash once this is over. They'll be at Road America for probably 3 days after this, partying. So they're ready. They're more ready than I am. But as you can see, everyone's getting to the grid. We are rolling since people want it. Here's the helicopter cam. We haven't had it for a couple weeks. Oh, wait. Helicopter cam to go here. It's focused on Patrick Carnahan there in P number 4. He's got Matt Bergen right behind. Not right behind, but to the side of him. And you can see Patrick, they're kind of forming a flying V there. He's going to do everything he can to try to get by Don Bessel, Ed Scott, Ian McClure. We're going to jump a little bit further back, but this is not the best place for the helicopter. He might not have a whole lot of work today, but he will be up there in case there's an emergency. We're focused right now on Theo Lupu making his way through, getting past Theodore Insbury there in the green Mercedes. Theodore now has Casey Soul, the Case Meister, right behind on his tail. having time. Adding up there between himself and Steve Busby in 28 and 29. Unfortunate for him. They don't do anything. We're on board with Patrick Carnahan. He's got John Bessel right ahead. He's got Ed Scott in the Audi. All in friends. As you see them all coming through there. A fantastic shot from that angle on the trackside cameras. We are now down to 23 minutes in counting for Raceroom. I'm going to step away for just a minute. I'm going to let the sound up. Let's put that graphic up there. Turn it on up. Listen to the sound of these vehicles. Well, congratulations there to Ed Scott, P1 of Race 1. Give me just a moment, as the game and server sometimes does. It'll kick me out in between sessions, and I will get this thing right back to where it needs to be here in just a moment. Hopefully you enjoyed Race 1 there. Looks like there was a lot of good battles, at least from the front four. Some good pockets, some good groupings throughout the field. So that's what you always want. What's it doing? So 1:05. So give me just a moment here, and then we'll be right back into the server. One more 5-minute warm-up, one more 25-minute race, and that will be curtains on the DTM92 championship season here within the NARR Discord community. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for following along. Thanks for being here for all 6 weeks, if you've been here for this one. And thank you if you're watching our other content as well. So it's always appreciated. It's always appreciated for the views, the likes, the comments, for the people in the chat, if anyone's chatting out there. It's always appreciated by myself, by the entire community, because as I said in the beginning, this is not really being done for my overall benefit, or for revenue for myself, or any notoriety for myself. This is really all for the folks out there on track or those folks in the community, first and foremost. So if you like what you're seeing, give a like for these folks out there. Put a comment on there. Subscribe if you're coming around and you haven't been either here before or you have been but you just haven't subscribed yet. We try to put on the same production value, I guess you could say, of content for all the events, whether it be community events or ranked events or events within AMS2. Anything we do, we try to make it look good and sound good as best as possible on both sides. So hopefully it has tonight. Hopefully the auto director caught all the good stuff, because I wasn't really sitting here trying to do everything. The auto director of the software was doing it, and we're jumping back in. So my apologies for sometime how the server acts. We're now in. We'll probably come in. I'm sure warm-up has already started, and we'll be well on our way. Hey, you're very welcome, John. Thank you for stopping by. And as always, once we jump back in here, the software kind of takes a half a minute to a minute to actually repopulate all the data from the people in there, the cars and everything. So we'll see people kind of pop in as we go here within this warm-up round. But once we get to race time, everything will be fine. So I'm happy to see though that on the video we have 7 likes. So I told all the members of the Opal team that I wanted at least 7 likes on this video, because I gave them the front row seat on the YouTube channel card, or whatever you want to call it, on the title card. So we've made it. I don't think those were all the Opal folks, but we made 7 for them. Terry Hollitt and me all do ranked races. So for the NARR community here within Raceroom, it's kind of up to anyone when they want to race for ranked. When it comes to streaming, or when it comes to like things that we show on the channel, either live or recorded, we'll 95% of the time have a stream up for the weekly event. So this Sunday coming up, you've got the Nordschleife. You've got 90 minutes of it with the GT3 class and the Audi RS VLN. So it'll be a multi-class there. So if we have folks in the community that want to do that, I mean, it's certainly up to them. We don't force anyone to do ranked racing. But we always have a stream up for that, because since it's ranked, it'll get people that aren't actually maybe in the community. So the Americas usually only has one server when it comes to the ranked events. So it's kind of an obligation that we get that out there. That way, everyone has a chance to see it. Because there are some people in there from South America, folks from Canada, kind of folks from all over the place. We've had folks from the European countries jump in within the Americas weekly ranked events. So we want to put that one up, because it's not just a community event. It's a full-blown Raceroom ranked event that could have anyone that wants to do it in that time zone at that time and whatnot. So we have that up there. Sometimes we'll have a Saturday night here for Raceroom, and that's ranked. Usually it's the hour-long, 60-minute combination, whatever it is for the week. That's kind of hit and miss, just from how Saturday evenings kind of go. If I really have nothing going on, I'll put up a stream. I may not commentate, but I'll put a stream up to showcase who might be in there. Because like I said, it's with ranked, we leave it up to the community to want to jump in and go about it. So Wednesday, Raceroom ranked. Saturday, Raceroom ranked. And then the rank don't forget the Aussies. I know, John. So you guys on Saturday, well, your Sunday mornings there, and our Saturday evenings here. That's when we try to get together with you all. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. You know, with COVID restrictions and some folks not caring about COVID restrictions, countries and whatnot, and things opened up. You know, it makes it kind of tough to get a bunch of folks together for that. But if we find a good number of people who want to do Saturday, then we'll put a stream up once again to showcase who wants to do it. I mean, I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for all those folks out there that want to be in it. So, Terry, the long answer to your question, the short answer of that is at least Wednesday and Saturdays for ranked racing when it comes to streaming or video records or when people do it. But the ranked racing happens all week long in 15-minute server intervals. So if you want to do Raceroom ranked, you can do it whenever you want, whenever a server comes up. There probably just won't be a stream of it. And then the AMS2 stuff, Austin, thank you for that. AMS2 is hard to try to stream live. If I'm not racing, it's easier. But if I am racing, then it makes it tough. So we try to do replays, try to record the replays. Sometimes I commentate, sometimes I don't, and we'll throw those up. So, Evan, good to see you. Hopefully everything went well with you today. Yeah, so John, summer down there, winter up here, COVID all over. No COVID, there is COVID. Who the heck knows? Everyone has a different opinion, but it kind of makes it difficult. But if we get a good number of people for Saturday night, Sunday morning, NARR, Austin communities, then we'll definitely throw up a stream. But here we go, race number 2, 25 minutes for all the marbles. Here's your last race of the DTM92 season, and we're off. You see Ed Scott. Ed Scott was your winner of race number 1. So I just started on the pole, and is pulling away pretty well there with Don Bessel right behind, Patrick Carnahan in the Ford. There's a lot of Fords right in there. Who else is there? You've got Theolupu sliding around through there. Casey Soul and the black Knight Rider, Ford Mustang as I call it. Sliding right back in there for the 6th. Terry, for the small or for the 15-minute servers, it's definitely, like you say, a ghost town most nights. Only because maybe our community as a whole has kind of gotten, I won't necessarily say beyond the 15-minute races, but a lot of us tend to go towards the longer stuff. The endurance races of 60 minutes or more, or the 60-minute race itself. Or we do our community races here where, 20 to 25 to 30-minute races or whatnot. Austin, do the leaders get sandbagged? So I'm going to assume sandbag is referring to extra weights, some ballast, and yes they do. So Patrick Carnahan currently P3, Matt Bergen and P6 are now up over 100 extra kilograms of ballast. So basically extra weight in the trunk, extra cement bags because of their previous results of rounds 1 through 5. And as Evan said there in the chat, from round to round, the top 10 get extra weight added on from their position, from where they end, and then the bottom 10 have weight taken away. In week 1, round 1, everyone started with 50 kilograms of ballast. I believe the Audi for the entire season had 2% less of power. So it only has 98% of the engine power compared to 100%. So the thing's a heavy rocket. And then the Ford had an extra 50 kilograms of ballast on it, and a couple percentage less of power because it, like Audi, is basically just a heavy rocket in these things. So the Ford drivers have 50 kilograms by default for the car itself, and then any extra weight for their basically for their results. Is it 100? It may be 100, Evan. I don't even know anymore. It was either 100 or an extra 50. I can't remember. Either way, this series was set up to kind of to try to limit the overall power of the Ford Mustang and the Audi. Has it kind of done that? Not really. Matt Bergen and Patrick Carnahan in the Audi and Ford have basically been P1 and P2 for most of the races, so that's why they have the most. That may be why Matt Bergen is in P5 and 6 right now. Who knows? I don't know. Either way, from top to bottom, you got some fantastic drivers out there and some fantastic people. So if you're not a part of the server, if you're not a part of the Discord community, I highly suggest you get there. Discord.gg/NARR. That'll take you right to the Discord server. Join up, just like any Discord, free to do. And you have so much access to future championships of this caliber, AMS2 races, whether they're ranked or unranked. Now that AMS2 has introduced ranked racing within the 1.3 update. We have some folks that do ACC endurance racing. We have some folks that do iRacing. We have, for the community, we have a new Dirt Rally 2 Codemasters Community Championship. So we now have a 12-month long Dirt Rally 2 Championship. So if you're into rally racing, or if you're into rally stages, or that type of driving racing, join up and join into that. So just because you're in the community doesn't mean you have to do everything. You can certainly pick and choose. You can come in just for Dirt Rally if you want to. You can come in just for AMS2. We just try to spread out the usage of all the various sims and everything good and or bad about them. So. See, Terry, I appreciate that you joined about a week and a half ago. Hopefully you've found some good stuff within the community. Hopefully you've gotten out with us a few times since then. If you haven't yet, don't worry. There's certainly plenty of opportunity all across the board of getting out with some folks in the community. But we welcome everyone. Any skill level of sim racing. With our championships, with our ranked AMS2 races, we do post-race stewarding. So if we see some driving or some racing that doesn't really fit the standards of what we try to do within the community, we'll certainly penalize people. We'll call them out. We'll tell them what they've done, what they can do better. So. We try to make it as accessible to everyone as possible. So, join in, have some fun. Really, in the end, it's all about having fun. That's my motto, at least. I'm not the best sim racer. I'm barely competent half the time. But as long as you're out there having fun, that's all you can do for yourself. So, that's my PSA, my public service announcement right there. Just have fun. Just do what you enjoy. If you need assists, use assists until you can maybe get away from them. There's no judgment whatsoever. As long as you can have fun and get some enjoyment out of the hobby that's either expensive or cheap, or however you're doing it. But with this race, I'm just talking about anything and everything, it seems. Dom Bessel has overtaken for P1 from Ed Scott, who's now in P2. So Dom was up there in race number 1. I forget where he finished. I know he was up at least in the top 5. So he's pretty quick around here. That oval can be fast in the right hands and on the right track. And he's got that thing dialed in for sure. But there you have about a 2.5 second gap back to Patrick Carnahan in P3. Who then has almost a 2-second lead, give or take, to Theo Lupu in P4. Rudolph Stein in P5, Matt Berg in P6. Let's try this. Oh, that's just static. It's nice though. This Ford Mustangs, man, they're popping that corn everywhere. They're throwing all kinds of sparks. You need to raise these things up. Throw the yellow, throw a safety car out there. I'm sure there's all kinds of debris and everything else from that. I saw that Mercedes go wide there. I don't know who that was though. Oh, 3 wide. That's a cool shot right there. 3 wide coming down the front straight. That was cool. I'm happy I got that. We'll go back to this. You're on board with Theodore Insbury. Giving that Mercedes everything he's got, everything it's got. Currently in P8. And I don't know who that is. Maybe Shea Samuels there in the background, kind of blipping in and out. Unfortunate for him. I don't think he probably doesn't even realize it's happening to him, but it is kind of unfortunate for the folks around him because he can very easily blip out and then blip right back in. He's inside under the car, and that would probably mean disaster for 2 people. So let's hope we don't see that. Once again, even with me talking here, thanks to everyone who's here right now, hanging out, chatting, watching, liking it. For anyone who may stop by later, thanks to you as well. This is the last round of the DTM92 Championship. I do believe we're going to take a little bit of time off from like championship series seasons. Maybe till February, maybe. I'm just not guessing, but we are going to take a little bit of time after this, but that doesn't mean we're not going to be racing other things elsewhere. So be ready in the community if you're already in there. If you're not in the community, get on in there and get ready for what might come next. And then the next seasonal championship, I'm not even sure what it's going to be. I don't think anyone knows because everyone's going to kind of step back from season series. We'll figure it out, but as always, the next one to come, when it does come, will be a hell of a time. I guarantee you that. So there's Ed Scott. Still less than a second behind Dom Dustin. Let's go on board with him. Where's my song? Oh, look, it's already on. It's listening to me. Let's go cockpit. I do enjoy the dashboard cockpit views. You can kind of see everything kind of going on. Even with the cockpit there, you kind of get a glimpse of what the person on the other side of the screen is doing, wheel-wise, shift-wise, whatnot. As you see there, jinxed him. So I don't know if he was caught off a little bit by Dom, maybe his brake point or whatnot, but that obviously was not what he had wanted to do. Yeah, Ken, just keep an eye on it. Like, I'm not even sure what we're going to do. But, once we do get an idea, we'll certainly put that out there to everybody. You can see what you may or may not have. And, if you're missing one or two things. And, we've got We've got VRP codes still, I think, within our stash in the community to give away. So I don't know, maybe I can try to do a giveaway even for this, maybe this Wednesday. So whoever's here right now, if you're not doing the endurance on Wednesday and you have nothing to do, come on by and watch. Try to get a giveaway going. Maybe some 500 VRP. That might assist when the time comes. If somebody wants to do some series running, misses some stuff or whatnot, you can then pick it up and be a part of it. I'm gonna try to get that going. It's a great idea. I'm glad I thought of it. We're now down to 11 minutes. Ooh, there goes an Opal. Who was that? Went way out there. Came way back. Opal, that was Rudolph Stein. Back here with Scott Galbraith. Sorry, excuse me. I'm still on the verge of losing my voice. Oh, that BMW's getting slippery. That was a great catch there by Sketty, though. He's now being hounded by some Opals. He's being squashed right in between. Looks to be only 3 BMWs out of there, out of the stable of people. I apologize to the BMW team because I'm not feeling all that fit to race. Me personally, I practiced just a little bit earlier today, this combination with the BMW and this track, and I was having some major problems. I'm also not feeling the greatest as well, so that Opal, Scott Galbraith, I think maybe a little bit of contact there, threw him way out there. Hello Zoltan, welcome, hopefully you're doing okay. Sorry, I'm not sure why I was on Sketty anyway. I mean, I know why I was, but I didn't have the auto director set, so I was there longer than usual. But Theo Lupu here at P6, Matt Bergen P4, Casey Soul is this Mustang coming right at you right there in the black. And P5, P6, Richard Blatcher, P7, Shea Samuels right there ahead. So you got 4 Fords in a row. 5 through 8. So the Fords are bringing it. That Mercedes well caught there. Who was that? Shane. So the Fords are making. They're gonna make a run. They're gonna attempt to make a run at the manufacturer championship because they are doing very well here in this race. I'm not sure how we ended up in race number 1. Yeah, if anyone out there currently in the chat, currently watching, if you're unaware of what the Raceroom weekly endurance is this week, it is 90 minutes of the Nordschleife, the VLN layout. Multi-class GT3s, probably the ADAC as well. So GT3 and ADAC with the Audi RS VLN. So if that tickles your fancy, it does not tickle mine. So I'll be streaming. But if you love the Nords, if you love the Nordschleife, if you love a GT3. Hey Jason. Might be drowning out as well because I'm not talking all that loudly at the moment. My voice is going out ever so quickly. It might be better now, perhaps. I don't know. It seems to be different every time because I never check it before we go. Luke Longnecker, your overall P3 of the championship here, back in P11. Who's he fighting with? He's fighting with Jeff Lacey and Ian McClure. 2 Mercedes in 9 and 10. Here's that gaggle of Fords right here in front of Ian McClure. Currently the highest Mercedes at the moment here in P number 9. And off they go. Up the hill. Through the Henry Bridge. And down turn number 1. It's a long straightaway. A lot of elevation changes through there. And you've got 2 Opals going slowly back here. That is who? Probably Matty Vargas and Andy Morehouse. I don't know if they've come together back there or what, but that was 2 Opals going very slowly, unfortunately. We're now down to 5.5 minutes left. 5.5 minutes left of the DTM92 season. You are correct, Ken. That is a flock of Fords up there. They are holding down, 5 of the top 8. It's pretty impressive at the moment. Well, they just went on a... That's Shea Samuels. He's kind of, like I said earlier, he's kind of going, he's blipping in and out all over the place. Makes it tough for the people around him. It doesn't really make it all that tough for him because I don't think he realizes it's happening. Oh. It's like the Matrix. It's like there's glitches going on in the Matrix. It's throwing them all over the place. And that was a backwards Opal. That was Rudolph Stein. Unfortunate for him. Let's get into him. He's trying to get back around. Von Gingrich is also in the wall. Unfortunate for him. Yellow flags being thrown all over the place. Rudolph's trying to get back on. Oh. Look at that back. There it is. Just over 4 minutes. Ed Scott still P2. Dom Bessel, they're in P1. These two have run away from the rest of the field. They're 5 seconds behind Patrick Carnahan, the top Ford, in P3. Let's go back to Auto Director as we go on board with Sketty. Sketty, the top BMW in P12, trying to get by a very heavy Luke Longnecker. Extra weight in the back of his car from previous results from rounds 1 through 5. So that's certainly probably making his car not harder to drive, but just a little bit slower. Michael Loban, Tokyo drifting there through turn number 2. Or turn 1. One or the other. Turn 1. As they all start heading towards the Cheese Bridge. My favorite bridge in racing. Oh! Jeff Lacey's going to try to get by Shea Samuels. Kind of probably as quickly as he can because of that car going in and out. Just makes it tough to figure out where the car might end up, where it might be. Ian McClure here, the top Mercedes in P8, picking his spots. We're down to about 2.5 minutes left in this race. He's going to do what he can to try to get around Richard Blatcher right ahead. He's got Richard Blatcher, Theo Lupu, Casey Soul, 5, 6, and 7 right ahead. No, man, this is the BMW power. What do you mean, Zoltan? What are you talking about? Is that a bridge somewhere? BMW power, that sounds familiar. Which one's that from? Is it really better than the Cheese Bridge, than the Sargento Cheese Bridge? I don't know. I don't know about that. Send me a picture. What track is that from? The BMW Power One. That's the Nürburgring, isn't it? I get you. You're a BMW guy, though, Zoltan, aren't you? I think so. I kind of let you down in this series. BMWs have, I don't know if they're underpowered in this class, but they have not been able to really showcase themselves amongst the Audis and the Fords, Mercedes and Opels out there. We got a minute 14. There's the leader. Dom Bessel's going to be going up to the Corvette bridge, and then a quick left from there. I'm going to keep an eye. Ian McClure. We're going to keep an eye on things here. We're going to switch back to Dom, though, as he starts getting closer to the end, because this should be the last lap. And there are still battles going on everywhere. The Fords are starting to get broken up. They're going to get overrun. Some Mercedes are saying thank you, and they're moving right ahead. Michael Open with a slowdown. Dom Bessel, where's he at? He's making his way downtown. Smooth sailing for that Opel. Ian McClure still there, trying to take on Casey Saul. Casey going to try to make that Ford Mustang as big as it can be. Or they could do a little maybe a little shake and bake. I don't know. Well, here's Dom Bessel, P1. Ed Scott, P2, coming up to the final, coming up to the last turn. There it is. We're going to follow them all the way in. Dom Bessel is going to be your race 2 winner. Congratulations to him, Ed Scott, coming in P2 there. Congratulations to him. Fantastic race. Smooth sailing from those two. Casey Soul lost it to Ian McClure. Here they come to the final turn. Oh! What an accordion effect there. That might be an incident. I'll take a look at that. That's throwing Ian McClure way out there. He's going to fall down just from all the folks making their way through. Sketty comes in at P8. Zoltan, there's your high BMW. P8. Casey Saul comes through P11. We're jumping around. Theodore Ensbury comes through P10. Let's go top to bottom there. Dom Bessel, P1. Ed Scott, P2. Patrick Carnahan, P3. Matt Bergen, P4. Theo Lupa, P5. Richard Blatcher, P6. Chase Samuels, P7. M. Sketty, P8. Luke Longnecker, P9. Theodore Ensbury, P10. And now they're all doing donuts. That is the end, folks. The DTM92 season in the books, at least on track. But I will expect we might have some things to look at post-race. We might have some, maybe some penalties to be put down that might affect the end results slightly. But the on-track action has come to an end. We're just going to wait for everyone to come through and finish here, as folks do their final donuts. And there it is. As we went through the top 10, Casey Soul, P11, Mark Shane, P12, Flavio Barros, P13, Keshin Hall, P14, Jeff Lacey, P15, Mike Lobin, P16, Ian McClure, P17, Scott Galbraith, P18. Maybe Christopher Blake, that's who that is, P19. Fast DC, P20, Rudolph Stein, P21, Emery Anderson, P22, Mark Sutton, P23, Andy Morehouse, P24, Vaughn Gingrich, P25, Matt Vargas, P26, Steve Busby, P27, Sean McGinnis, P28, and Ramiro Perez, unfortunately, P29, disconnected during race 1. Where is my software? There it be. There is that. So, hopefully. Some pretty good action there, as it has been for 12 races now, 6 rounds, 6 weeks full of this stuff on Monday nights. So we'll see what happens post race with any penalties or incidents or whatnot. Once all that gets sorted out, then the results will be posted, and we will find out who the winner might be. It was very close to the top between the top 3. So it may come down just to the wire and shake out who's going to be. Same for the manufacturers, because the Fords really brought their game today. Really did well there in race number 2. I forget how they did in race number 1, unfortunately. So they may have been able to swap from P2 to P1 over the Audis at the end of all this. So we'll try to give everyone as best as we can. If you're in the server, we will definitely post the results. I would say I would try to do like a postseason recording or whatnot, just kind of going through various parts of the season and whatnot. I could maybe at some point. I don't know. That's a lot of work. So right now, though, I can't give you a question. Has ever crashed at the end of the race and ranked the server? Terry, yeah, so that can happen quite often. I mean, the result gets saved, but the game will just crash out, back to your desktop, unfortunately. It shouldn't affect, though, if you made it all the way through to the end of the race. You should still have the result in whatever rating rep you either gained or lost. But we have seen that before. I think a lot of people have seen that from all over the place. That's kind of just something Raceroom does. John, our highlights reel, yeah, it might be something I may try to do. I don't know. If I can find some time. I mean, we've got all the replays, so it would just be going through and finding whatever might be interesting for a little quick hitter video with the ending, with the end results of the season for individuals and manufacturer. But we'll see what happens. If it goes up, subscribe to the channel, get your notifications set up, and you'll know when it goes up. So with that, I want to thank everyone that stopped by. I want to thank all of you who are still here right now. A lot of you have been here since the beginning of this this stream this evening, so I very much appreciate that. I appreciate that. The community appreciates that. Everyone out there that was racing appreciates that. I've said a few times that these streams are not for me. They're for everyone out there racing in the community. They're for you all watching. So it's very much appreciated when folks hang out for the duration of them. Put the likes on it. Subscribe to the channel. Get notifications set up. Comment if you want to. So it's awesome to see, and everyone top to bottom appreciates it. So yeah. So Terry, yes, you will lose the replay, unfortunately. I don't think they've come up with a solution to that crashing. So if it does crash out on you, yeah, you'll lose that replay. It's unfortunate, but if you know of someone in that race that was with you and you know where they are, then they could always just send you the replay outside of Raceroom, and you could drop it in and watch it. So there are ways to get it if it happens to crash out on you. With that, though, DTM92 season over and done with. 12 races, 6 weeks. The on-track action is in the books. Once we sign off here, I will go see what might be happening in the steward's room, perhaps, and find out what's going on in there. But, congratulations really to everyone who finished the entire season. All 6 weeks, all 12 races. These cars are tough. I can't do it. I was in a couple races, like 4 and 5 the last 2 weeks, and I can't do these cars. They don't mesh with me. I can't wrap my brain around keeping them straight, other than maybe the Audi, but even with that. So to everyone who participated, to everyone who did all 12 races, all 6 weeks, kudos to you. Congratulations to you. You're all superstars. And you're all loved by me, and you're all loved by the community for being able to for going through with all this, and for making it another successful seasonal championship. So until the next one, which probably after January, maybe sometime in February, we'll see. But once information starts coming out, check the Discord. You'll have it all as it's being put up. So keep an eye out for that, and come on back Wednesday. I'll be here. We'll be streaming. I don't know if we'll be. I don't know if I'll be commentating the entire time, but I will see about a VRP code, or a couple even, if we can get a bunch. If we can get a bunch of people, maybe I can have 2 codes to try to give away, just to entice some folks to hang out and watch and whatnot. So come on back Wednesday. I think that's a 7:30 stream Eastern time, 4:30 Pacific time, and we'll go from there. So Wednesday, the Nordschleife 90 minutes, GTR 3s, the Audi VLN, multi-class action on the Nordschleife. So the Nordschleife usually produces pretty good action no matter what. So hopefully it produces once again on Wednesday. But with that, I'm going to save my voice a little bit. We're going to sign off. We'll be back on Wednesday. But once again, thank you to everyone who was here through the duration, who may show up even later and you make it this far. Thank you to you as well. It's the views, likes, comments, subscribes, and everything else like that is very much appreciated by me, by all the admins in the community, but then also the members of the community itself. So these streams are for everybody. So with that, everyone have a great evening. John, you have a great day over there, or down there, I should say. And we'll catch you next time. So come on back Wednesday, and we'll do it again. So have a great one, and we'll see you next time.